Okay. So find yourself in a tall feeling, supported feeling seat. Remember, it doesn't matter what it looks like. I do recommend, though, not crossing at the ankles or the knees and just having your feet planted firmly on the ground. Especially if you feel like you need a little extra support. You could always take the legs and the knees a little wider. For some people, that gives you like a bigger base, and so it makes you feel a little more supported from underneath. And then roll your shoulders, stack them on top of your hips a little bit more. Tuck your chin down and back like you're pressing your head into a wall behind you. You might already start feeling a little bit of sensation in the top of the shoulders and the back just from undoing the desk, right? Let your arms hang heavy out of your shoulders. Hands are resting on your lap, or maybe one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. Whatever feels the most comfortable for you today is fine. And then lock your gaze forward and down. Pick something that's not moving there where you can fix your eyeballs and then relax the muscles around your eyes and your eyelids and your eyebrows. You can let your eyelids kind of fall heavy halfway or they can close all the way. And you could always change your mind about that later. Relax the muscles around your mouth. You might swallow, let your tongue fall off the roof of your mouth, part your teeth and your lips very slightly, relax your jaw a little bit more. Consciously soften the muscles around your ears and the sides of your neck. See if that changes anything. And separate yourself from what you were doing so you can be fully now in what you are doing, which is just sitting here still. There's nothing to do for the next couple minutes. Everything is optional. You don't have to figure anything out today. You don't have to be anything for anybody. Just notice what it feels like to arrive and be yourself. Maybe you notice something you brought into the room with you, like an emotion or some kind of feeling. That could be physical or mental or emotional. Just kind of take inventory. And remind yourself there's nothing to do about any of that either. You don't have to change anything or fix anything. As my teacher says, each part of you is welcome in my class. And start to ground and center yourself. So notice in your field of vision, with eyes open or shut, what you see. And let it be descriptions in your mind, just generalities like shapes and colors. I see a gray line, I see a brown square, stuff like that. And notice where the lights and the shadows are as well. Notice where the doors and windows are in relation to your body. And notice where the other people and objects are in relation to your body. Notice noises in the space besides my voice. Start with what sounds the furthest away. And then notice the noises that are closer. And then notice the noises just from you and the bubble of air around you. Notice where air touches your skin and where clothing covers your skin. Notice your body pressing into your chair. See if you can get heavier in those places while you stay tall. And notice your breathing without changing it. Notice where you feel your breath the most today. Where is it moving you the most, or where do you notice a lot of sensation from your breathing? Notice what happens if you soften around your breath and allow the breath to get deeper without forcing it. Allow your inhales to be a little fuller and allow the exhales to be a little longer. Notice what other changes or sensations occur as you just sit and stay with your breath with no agenda. For some people, sitting in stillness and silence is the hardest part of yoga. If that's true for you, that's okay. You don't have to fix that or change it. See if you can notice where you're feeling that discomfort. Is it in your body or in your thoughts? Notice where your mind travels. Good. Next time you breathe in, open your eyes if you haven't already. You can take in the room around you again. And notice anything left over, any shesha, the echo or remaining thing or residue from spending almost half this class today just in meditation focused on your breath and your bodily sensations. It can be a little unnerving sometimes, and that's okay. So if you notice any discomfort left over, just know that that's normal, and we'll do a little bit of movement now. So come forward to the edge of your seat if you haven't already. And let your arms kind of just dangle out of your shoulders. And keep your soft face, keep a slack jaw, heavy eyelids, unless you want to close your eyes. You could always choose to do that instead. Press actively now into both of your feet, squeeze the muscles onto your legs, maybe even clench your buttocks so you can push down into your chair without tucking your tail. Reach your pelvis and your tail more into the ground, and reach the crown of your head up towards the sky. Good. Next time you inhale, keep that long feeling in the spine and reach your arms around and up. In some bodies, it feels good too to look up at the same time. And then as you exhale, just let the arms trace that big circle all the way back down. In some bodies, you'll look down as well. Do that a couple more times now, just trying to match up your movement with your breathing. Inhaling for the arms and maybe the gaze to lift, and exhaling for everything to lower. Notice if the propensity in your body is to move faster or slower than your breath. Nothing to change or force to be different about that. But if you could allow the two to sync up more closely, notice what that feels like. 2 or 3 more at your own cadence. No need to rush it or force it. If you wish, as you inhale, you can start thinking the word so. And as you exhale, think the word hum. So, hum. Finish the round that you're on. And then inhale your arms only out to shoulder height and keep your shoulders down away from your ears. Really reach through your fingertips with your palms facing down, almost like someone's pulling on each of the arms in opposite directions. And then soften the elbows and flip the palms facing up like you're holding serving platters instead. Notice the difference. Soften your neck again, soften your jaw and your gaze. Good. Inhale, flip your palms down again. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale through the center. And then exhale, twist to other side. We're just going to go side to side a few times. Keep it really simple. Again, matching up your movement with your breathing as best you can. If you wish, add inhaling to the center, so. Exhaling to twist, thinking hum. Try to do the same amount of rotations to each side. And then come to the center and bend your elbows to put your hands behind your head. You're not pushing the head forward, right? It's just a little bit of tactile reference here. And in some bodies, it's comfortable enough to kind of interlace the fingers. So you can, it's almost like you're pulling on your fingers to make it less work in the shoulders to hold your hands here. And then I also get a little bit of support in the back of my head. And imagine pulling the head up while you push your head back. And see if that gives you a little bit of traction to feel longer in the back of your neck. Inhale, get even longer here. Exhale, right elbow towards the right hip. And then inhale through the center and exhale, other side. You don't have to force the two sides to be identical, right? We're not trying to make my body look like yours, and we're not trying to make my right side look like my left side. We're just doing the same practice on each side. If you wish, you guessed it, you can inhale, so, exhale, hum. Try to do the same amount of turns to each side. And then come back to stillness in the center. Outspread your arms. You might push through the heels, pull your fingertips back. You might look up towards the sky, pull your heart forward, lift your ribs up off your hips so you're not collapsing in the low spine. Gaze can go up a little further if you want. You could bend your elbows to support the back of your skull. Keep reaching the tail down without tucking the tail and find more length in the low and mid spine. Good. Inhale all the way back to the center, looking straight ahead. And then exhale, release your arms. If you want to do a couple like big shoulder rolls here, I won't stop you. And maybe go the other way too. Good. This time, inhale your arms up overhead one more time. Exhale, fold forward. So you could either put your elbows on your knees and cradle your head, especially if you have like a heart condition or glaucoma or you get migraines. I recommend really not going down further than this. But if it's okay, you could let your arms kind of dangle towards the floor as well as your head. No matter what you chose, let the head get super heavy. Now that you're compressing the front part of your body, breathe bigger into the back half of your body. In my body, for example, sometimes it feels like the inhale's like lifting me up out of it a little bit, and the exhale lets me sink down into it a little bit more, if that makes sense. If you have a super tender or sore back today, this might feel like a lot. So you might come up a little higher so that you're bent over a little less, but you can still breathe big. If you wish, inhale so. Exhale hum. Good. If your head and arms are dangling, put your elbows on your knees now and do cradle your head. Take a breath here. And then slowly roll yourself all the way up to a tall spine. Let your head stack on top of your spine very last. Soften your gaze. Let your eyes fix forward again. Re-smooth your forehead and your eyebrows. Soften your jaw. Soften the sides of your neck again. Good. And then scoot back all the way into your seat so you feel more fully supported. Good. So let's do a little bit of practice chanting. None of this is religious or has any meaning. We're just going to practice with the vowels. And the point is to just see what the sensations of the vibration of a like repeated chant or mantra might be in your body so that you can use it later in life if it works for your nervous system. Some people love it and some people hate it. If you hate it, just stop doing it. If you love it, then you can continue on your chanting journey after this is over. So we're literally just going to do repetitions of like ah, ooh, E, like literally just vowel sounds. Okay, simple enough, totally meaningless. You can opt out, of course, if you wish. So take an inhale for nothing, exhale for nothing. Next time, inhale big, and then exhale the ah sound. Ah. Pause, take a breath, notice what's left over. Next one, E. Inhale, exhale, E. E. Inhale for nothing. Exhale for nothing. Notice what's left over. Inhale big. Exhale, I. I. Notice what's left over. Breathe big. Next one, O. Inhale really big. Exhale, O when you're ready. O. Take a breath. Notice what's left over. Next one, U. That's the last one. Inhale big when you're ready. Exhale, U. You. Breathe big. Notice what's left over. A little bit of lightheadedness is normal. Feelings of tingling and vibration and like fuzziness are all normal. Warmth is normal. Good. If you're willing and able, we'll try 3 rounds of Om now. I think it's super common to see it as OM, Om. In my tradition, in Rajanika Tantra Yoga, it's AUM, Aum, and it's actually 4 syllables. The fourth is the silence that comes after, of course. And it represents all the different states of our consciousness. And anyway, I could go in forever. But so instead of Om, we're going Aum, and then making sure to leave space in your exhale for at least the reverence of a pause at the end. Does that make sense? Okay, let's do 3 rounds. If you just want to listen, you can just listen. If you want to do one and you get lightheaded, stop. Like, don't force it, okay? And I know that like now I'm getting self-conscious that my breath is a lot longer and I'm realizing that now. And you just do your 3 and then be done, even if I'm not done or your neighbor's not done, okay? And then you can just sit and listen or you can let go at any time, okay? Are you all noticing that too? You're like, holy shit, okay. I'm sorry, okay, I'm realizing now. Okay, inhale, exhale for nothing. Good. Inhale and then exhale to Aum when you're ready. When you're done, be done. Breathe and notice what is left over. Good. I'll invite you to bring your hands to your heart, either in a prayer-like position, Anjali Mudra, the lotus bud, with the thumbs pressing into the center of your chest. If you don't like this, you can stack your hands. You can do anything that you wish that makes you feel more comfortable. And look down or bow down towards your heart and your hands. And this motion is in gratitude of yourself. So as best you can, give yourself some thanks just for carving out time and showing up. We all know that's 90% of the work. Everything else is just practice. And keep in mind, you have a body, but you're not just your body. You have a mind, but you're not just your thoughts. And you have emotions, but you're not just your feelings. When you're ready, hands can come down, eyes can flutter open and up. Class is over. Thank you. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. You can always email me or talk to me later if you don't want to talk in front of the group. And thank you very much.